Going on to you, Sagittarius. So you have the Lovers, the Hermit, Ten of Cups, the Ace of Pentacles, the High Priestess. Then you have the Three of Swords, Four of Cups, the Ace of Cups, the Death card, and the Page of Swords. So for you, Sagittarius, a lot of you Sagittarius, you have the Lovers. Now, the Lovers is Gemini, which is the exact opposite sign of Sagittarius. So what I'm seeing here for this, right, is obviously you have, a lot of you Sagittarius feel like you have self-love on lock, and that now it's time for you to actually start to move forward with getting to know others, right? Because a lot of you Sagittarius realized that there was one component that you were missing, okay? And the component was you missed self-love. You're supposed to take care of yourself, even though you're getting to know other people and talk to other people. So the Hermit represents you had to disappear for a while and figure that out, what that means for you, right? But now you Sagittarius are back. You will begin to talk to other people. Very good. The Ten of Cups now is about, so you will talk to a lot of different people. Anyone that you pretty much like. You're single, so you'll get a chance to talk to them, see what happens, and find out if the two of you actually get along. The Ace of Pentacles and the High Priestess is about, well, if that's not necessarily really the case, right? Or I should say, if when you do talk to people, right, I'm getting ahead of myself, and then you find out that the two of you actually go well together, then what will happen is that you will continue to hang out with them, right? Ace of Pentacles. But if they don't, then you'll just ghost them, because a lot of you Sagittarius understand that not every relationship has to, the way that it ends, the way the interactions end, they don't have to be super disrespectful. They don't have to end with the two of you in a fight, an argument, a disagreement, a feud. Things can end with you telling them that you don't want to hang out with them anymore, or you can just ghost them. So then now the Three of Swords represents, because a lot of you Sagittarius have supposed to been through you've been through way too much, and the Three of Swords just is about how you don't really want to end up repeating the same mistakes over and over and over again. So the Four of Cups now represents, but you will get to know other people, right? But one thing that you will not tolerate is this sad sap sitting there, right? The person who's sitting there with their bottle, I guess, doing what it is that they doing, and they feeling sorry and down for themselves. Especially you Sagittarius, because Sagittarius is not about that. Sagittarius, even if the things that's going on with you Sagittarius are internal, right, where y'all got something going on yourselves, you Sagittarius will not sit there and be sad. And that's one of the good things about Sagittarius, the fact that, you know, whenever it is that people need a picker-upper for real, Sagittarius is most definitely the person that you will call and hang out with and be like, yo, what's going on? Obviously, a person that shouldn't be using you for that. But I mean, you Sagittarius are beautiful for that, right? So the thing about, but it's just that sometimes people need to feel that darkness, right? And then when they're ready to not be that anymore, now it's like, okay, right? Because we all have both sides, including you Sagittarius. So the Ace of Cups now represents, because you really want to get to know people who really are ready to date, instead of people who are sad saps, giving up, they don't want to do it anymore. That's understandable. That's fair. That's very good. And then you have the Death card, right? So the Death card is about, you know, the Death card is about, but at the same time, though, then you have the Page of Swords. Really understand to keep this type of mentality that you have, because if you don't, what will happen to you Sagittarius is that a lot of you Sagittarius will put yourself in a position where you will go right back to the same mentality that you had before. You know, you had this new burst of optimism, and you'll go right back to your depression, because Sagittarius, a lot of y'all deal with with your own stuff too. You know what I mean? But a lot of you don't really allow that to get y'all down, which is good. Like I said before, it's good, right? I'm not trying to, be disrespectful, right? It's good. But the thing about you, Sagittarius, is that understand though that still have that mentality that things are cyclical, in the sense of you need to go through when things don't really go well for you. You need light and dark to really help you out. You need that sometimes that darkness for you, Sagittarius, to go through that. For now, you said it. So now that you, Sagittarius, can come up on out of that. So then you have the Page of Swords, okay? And then now the Page of Swords now represents, so as a result, because what will happen is that you can become too light, where you can end up self-sabotaging yourself, right? Due to the fact that you're a little bit too optimistic, right? And you don't necessarily take a look at when things are going terrible for you, or you may not see how this relates to you being in a relationship, okay? Because you, Sagittarius, really want to be very attentive to that, okay? Because I know many Sagittarius in my life, fortunately seen some of y'all crash and burn when it comes to relationships, in a sense of, not really paying attention to what the other person needs. So let's clarify some of these cards, okay? Let's clarify the Lovers. Let's clarify the Lovers. So you have, to clarify the Lovers, you have the King of Cups, the High Priestess, the Ten of Pentacles, and then you have the Queen of Pentacles, right? So these cards right here, to clarify the Lovers, the King of Cups, the High Priestess, and you already have the High Priestess in this reading, by the way. But the King of Cups and the High Priestess represents, again, if things don't go right for you while you're talking to other people, getting to know other people, ghost them. You do not have to stick around. You don't. That's up to you, right? Formally breaking up with somebody is most definitely a choice. The Ten of Pentacles and the Queen of Pentacles is about, but also too, just pay attention to what other people need, right? You have to learn to understand what other people want. Once you understand what other people want, that's power. It's big power, because now it'll make you better in relationships because you understand other people better, right? So let's clarify now the Ace of Cups. Let's do this one more time. Let's shuffle this up. Right. So to clarify the Ace of Cups, we have the Eight of Pentacles, the King of Wands, the Ten of Swords, and then you have the Ace of Swords. So to clarify the Ace of Cups, the Eight of Pentacles, the King of Wands, and just remember that if things don't work out with you, just remember that there's always a lesson. Just remember that there's always a lesson. Sometimes those lessons repeat. Sometimes the lesson is that not everybody is ready to date like you are. Sometimes the lesson, it could be anything, but understand that every time that the relationship doesn't work out, there's a lesson, right? It's up to you to understand what that lesson is. Eight of Pentacles, if you do, it'll repay you back. King of Wands, if you don't, then you just won't learn the lesson and you'll continue to make the same mistakes. But then you have the Ten of Swords and the Ace of Swords, and also keep moving forward, getting to know other people. Don't hold it against others, from the past. And just know, like I said before, just understand that people do like you. And that there's really no need for you to really worry about this stuff. It's just a matter of you, Sagittarius, just really getting to know the right person. But don't get it twisted. A lot of people like you, All right, and then to clarify the Death card here, what to put to bed, right? What to get rid of. The Page of Cups, I could stop right there. The Hermit, the Wheel of Fortune, the Seven of Swords. Yeah. And also mind your surroundings. Don't hang out with people who are trying to sabotage you, destroy your life. People who are supposed to be in relationships with you, who just are jealous. The Wheel of Fortune, the Seven of Swords, and you have to be mindful of this. Otherwise, if you keep those people around, they're going to try to drag you down with them.